Good morning, boys and girls. So today we're going to do lessons 2-1, which is equal groups. Our I can statement is I can compare groups to see whether they are equal by matching. So let's continue. Okay.
Do you see some toy cars? Are there the same number of red cars as there are yellow cars on the rug? How do you know? Show your work.
All right. So how many red cars do you see? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 red cars. Okay. How many yellow cars do we see? 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 yellow cars as well. So if there are 4 red cars and there's 4 yellow cars, are those equal? If you say they are equal, then you're correct. So let's watch our video to learn a little bit more about things that equal each other.
How do you compare two groups? Let's find out. How can you compare the green and orange yo-yos? To compare, you need to match them 1 to 1. How can you match them?
How do you think you can match them?
You can line them up and draw lines to show how they can be matched. What does the picture show? The yo-yos were matched by moving them and drawing lines. You see that every yo-yo has a match. There are no extras. Every yo-yo has a match. There are no extras. That means the groups are equal. Let's try another one. How do you compare these two groups of yo-yos?
Just like she stated with the other problem, you can draw a line to each. So what we would do is we'll draw a line to the first one, the second one, and the third one. As you can see, there's only one red yo-yo at the end and there's not a blue to match it. So there are only 3 sets of yo-yos that are equal to each other.
You can draw lines to match them. Is the number of red yo-yos equal to the number of blue yo-yos? No, the groups are not equal. How do you know? There is an extra yo-yo that does not match. How does the picture show that they are not equal? There is not a line connecting the last red yo-yo to a blue yo-yo. Now you know how to compare groups by matching.
All right, boys and girls, let's move on to our guided practice page. For number 1, it says, have students draw lines between the toys in the top group to the toys in the bottom group. Then have them draw a circle around the groups if they are equal in number, or mark an X if on the groups that are not equal in number. So let's see here. This is going to be kind of hard to do. Let's see. Let's turn my board. Okay, so we're going to draw a line from the red top to the blue top, red top to the blue top, red top to the blue top, red top to the blue top. Is the red tops and the blue tops equal to each other? Yes, they are. So what we're going to do is we're going to circle each top to show that they're equal to each other. So let's move on to the next guided practice page. All right, so our direction says for Numbers 2 through 5, have students draw lines from the blocks in one group to the blocks in another group. Then have them draw a circle around the groups if they are equal in number, or mark an X on the group that is not equal in number. All right. So I'm gonna do 2 for you, and I'm gonna let you work the other 2 on your own. Okay. We're gonna do number 3. Is the orange block and the blue block equal to each other? Yes, it is. So we circle it. So the red block and the blue block are equal to each other, but is the red block equal? Is this red block equal to another blue block? No, it isn't. So I'm going to leave you with numbers 2 and 4, and I want you to draw a line to show if each block is equal. If all blocks are equal to each other, I want you to circle it. And if it's not equal to each other, I want you to mark it out with an X. All right. So let's move on to our next page. All right. Now we're down to our independent practice. So for our independent practice, we have numbers 6 through 9. But what we're going to do is we're going to read the directions, and then I'll work some out for you, and I'll let you work some out on your own. It says, have students draw lines from the toys in one group to the toys in another group. Then have them draw a circle around the groups if they're equal in number, or mark an X on the groups if they're equal, or mark an X on the groups if they're not equal in number. Okay. So, I want you to draw lines from the toys in one group to the toys in another group. So, let's do number 7 together. So, can we draw a line from this yellow truck to this red truck? Yes, we can. Okay, well, what about this yellow truck to this red truck? Yes, we can. Okay, what about just this yellow truck? There isn't a red truck right here, so can we draw a line to it? No. So are all of these equal? No. All right. So let's do number 9. It says, have students draw a circle around a group of yellow counters that is not equal in number to the red counters. So draw a circle around the counters that are not equal in number to the red counters. So let's count how many red counters that we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need to find the yellow counters that has 5 in them to see which one is equal and which one is not. So let's count the first set of yellow counters. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need 5 red counters. So we have 5 yellow counters. So are they equal to each other? Yes. So we will circle those. So let's count our yellow counters. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 4 yellow counters. We need 5. So does those yellow counters equal to the same amount as the red counters? If you said no, then you're correct. So we're going to mark out those counters. So I want you to do number 6 and 8 on your own for your independent practice. So I hope that you've learned a little bit about equal to. If you need more assistance, please reach out to your teacher for additional practice.